this first exercise being the lunge kick, what we want to focus on is one, keeping the upper body nice and tight, so whether you make some fists, just keeping the arms down by the side, don't want the hands on the hips. What we also want to focus is we're going to get our power through our heel, so you want to make sure you're pushing through your heel, not your toe, and make sure your entire foot is up there so you can get as much power as possible. So we're going to step up. We want to act as if we're kicking through a door. You want to get that leg up higher than the waist if you can. For anyone that has a hard time with balance, they're not there yet, what we can focus on first is just making sure we push through the heel. We're just going to bring the knee up into the chest, come back down, make sure we get our balance, and then make sure we're balanced before we go back up again. This next exercise, we're going to go with the straight leg glute hamstring raise. So in this exercise, you want to make sure you're up on your shoulder blades. You want to make sure you don't have any stress on your neck, but at the same time you've got good stability. We're going to make sure that on the opposite leg that we're extending, that when we come to the top, we want to get a nice 90-degree angle. Make sure we're going to take that glute and squeeze it through the hip as we come up. On the leg that's extended, we want to make sure we lock out the toe, so we're straight, locked out behind the knee, so we get a good squeeze. So you're going to come up, good squeeze on the left glute, back down, still keeping that stomach tight, and then back up. Now for anyone that's too difficult for, another exercise you can do is we can start with this knee bent rather than straight. What we're going to do is we're going to come up, picking the knee up, still squeezing that left glute, coming back down. Once you get to the point, you can do 10 or 15 of these, then we can go to the straight leg kicks if you lack the strength. Next exercise we're going to do is we're going to do the double jump up on the table. So we're going to start in a squatting position. You want to make sure that you keep those knees in line with the toes. One of the biggest things you want to watch out for is when we're jumping up that our knees aren't buckling. We make sure keeping those back. We want to have good posture, shoulder blades back. Once again, we want to keep that upper body tight. So no hands on the hips, arms out to the side. What we're going to do is stomach's tight. We're going to jump up. Remember, we're pushing through those heels, and then we're stepping back down. Now for anyone that this is too much in the beginning, what we can focus on is maybe doing 20, 25, where we just jump up to the first step. Make sure those knees in line with the toes. We're up, stepping back down. Make sure you bring those feet back shoulder distance. Jumping up again. The interval part of this workout involves a jump rope. Obviously, if you're not good at jumping rope, I'll show you a different exercise we can do for a minute to keep that heart rate up. But the biggest thing I see when most people have a hard time jumping rope is they try to move their wrists. You want to keep your wrists locked out, kind of let the rope do all the work. So we're going to keep that stomach tight, wrists out at the side. Just going foot to foot, or you can go at the same time, whatever feels most comfortable for you. So if you're at the park and you don't have the jump rope or you don't know how to jump rope, easiest transition would be bleacher sprints on here. So what we're going to do on here is we're just going to go one foot to the next, trying to get both feet to hit the step in the ground at the same time.